Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. I've had a long day, a rough day. It ended pretty well in the end, but I'm so very drained and so very tired. But I happen to have received a box of magic cards today. A unopened play booster box of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Now, I know this wasn't the most well-received set out there, but there are a few good cards in it that I would love to have. Chief among them, Bristly Bill. Love to have a Bristly Bill in my landfall deck. So we are going to drop our Extra Life and Discord links and switch over to a never-before-seen camera stream mode. Yeah. So, it's not perfect. I'm going to have to work on it. But, as you can see here, saddle up for a wild ride. We are going to open us a box and crack some packs. Okay. That's what I get for trimming my nails yesterday. There we go. Alright. So the ever delightful satisfaction of peeling off that plastic wrap, throwing it in the trash, cracking open an unopened box of boosters. Yeah, we're going to have to work on this scene. Hold on. Yeah, let's dim that light down. We don't need that quite so bright. And I can tell it's kind of off angle. But my camera cable is just a smidge too short for what I'm working with. So, anyways. So, got ourselves the kind of boost thing and scan code for find out more. I think I know enough about Magic that I don't need that. And no box topper, sadly. But we're going to crack these packs. I'll put that to the side. Now, end goal today is have fun. Take a look at some cards I've not seen before. And, whoops. Maybe, no, okay. Go from the other side. There we go. Maybe get us that Bristly Bill. However, I will say this. I would love to see some of the special sheet cards in here. That'd be great. Now, this is kind of awkward. Got so much tech in front of my face while I'm trying to... Is that light just a bad idea? But that's too little light. Maybe if I reposition the light to point like fully away. Sorry. Please bear with the jostling. I mean, that doesn't seem to help. I'm gonna have to look into how people do this. I can't seem to not have the glossy. Maybe if I... Hold on. Bear with me. Is that a little better? No, we still got that gloss right there. Alright. That kind of works. But then it's not enough. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into how people do this. Like, I've played a game of Magic with this camera before, and I thought it worked pretty well. And I guess not so much. Guess it did not work quite as well as I thought it did. Okay. Well. Hold on. Stand by. Still fiddling. Yeah, we've kind of hit the extent of where the cable can go. What to do? Is there anything I can do to make it work? All right. Going to try and get a little creative in my problem solving, so bear with me here. We're going for a bit of a spin. I'll try if you're going for a bit of a spin anyways. Do I need that tightened? And then... Hold on. Ah, there we go. Now we're going for a bit of a productive spin. Yes, there we go. Maybe. Sort of got there? Hold on. There we go. That got it there. Anything specific going on, or was it just them being them?
Huh?
Pardon me, folks. I was asking my wife a question, and Plum forgot I was live. I said, is there anything specific going on, or just them being them?
Them being them. Persephone is overtired and doesn't want to lay down.
Okay.
And is back and forth between this, I am the ruler of the world demanding, and crying because, she's tired.
Okay.
It is kind of entertaining, the two, fairies there.
Yep. I'm figuring out the camera. I've done this before, and I thought I had it figured out, and when actually looking at it on the thing, did not like how it was turning out. So, live troubleshooting. Still not thrilled with that. Let's turn this off again. I'm going to turn the room lights up a little. See if maybe a little more indirect light is better. And then it's a little bit better. Okay, as my wife pointed out, I was in the way, but now something else is in the way. I think it's the other light itself. But we're still having trouble with it not quite zooming in well enough. Alright. Back to workshopping it. One moment. All right. All that. I guess that works. I am not revealing the jank solution I have come up with, but we have a solution. So,
I don't think that's gonna work.
Rooftop Assassin. Or here, I'll place them here. Got Rooftop Assassin. Stop Cold. I'll probably name the commons for a little bit and then focus more on the uncommons, rares, and such. Wanted Griffin. It dies, make a 1/1 red mercenary with tap. Target creature gets +1/+0. Till end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. Ooh, wow, that's garbage. Outlaw's Fury. 3 for an instant. Creatures get +2/+0. Control actions, have a top card. I could actually see that being useful in a red burn. I don't know if it'd make the cut, but I could see it being useful. Cactarantula. Spider plant. Awesome. I didn't need to know that existed. 1 less to cast if you control a desert. So 5 for 6/5 with reach. If it comes to target, draw a card. I mean, not the worst common I've ever seen, but it's awful expensive. Throw from the saddle. Target creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Instead, if it's a mount, then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. I do love me a good fight spell. That is not bad. Boneyard Desecrator. Zombie Mercenary, 4 for 3/4 with Menace. 1 in black, sack another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And if an outlaw was sacrificed this way, create a treasure. Definitely going to have to work on camera and lighting if I want to do more real-life Magic stuff. Moving on to the uncommons, we got Prairie Dog. Prairie Dog's considered a squirrel? Interesting. 1 in white for 2/2 with a lifelink. And if you haven't cast a spell on a turn, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it. And 4 in a white for until end of turn. If you would put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, put that many +1 +1/+1 counters on it instead. I mean, for an uncommon with lifelink, that's not bad. Marauding Sphinx. 5 for 3/5 with Flying Vigilance, Ward 2, and whenever you commit a crime, Surveil 2, but only once a turn. Ooh, then we got Thunder Lasso. 2 and a white for an equipment. When Thunder Lasso enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Gets +1/+1. Whenever it attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. That's not bad since it comes into play attached. Like, if I had to equip it as well, I would not be thrilled. But Step Between Worlds. 3 and 2 blue. Each player must shuffle their hand and graveyard into their library. Each player who does draws 7 cards, exile it. Or you may plot it for 4 and 2 blue. Okay. And then, wouldn't you know it, our very first pack, we have got ourselves one of the bonus sheets, or whatever they're called. Prosperity, 4, a black and a green, back for more. Instant, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and when you do, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. That is not bad. Definitely putting that to the side. At the end of this, we'll look and see if we got any money cards. And then we had a foil, Fake Your Own Death. And we picked up our first desert, Lush Oasis. Blue-green desert, enters tapped. When it does, deal damage to a target opponent. There are some decks built around deserts entering and hurting the opponent. It's kind of awesome. Alright. 19 minutes into the stream and we have done our first pack. So, I think, For the rest of these, I'm going to do a bit more of a fly through and just kind of be like, you know, I'll put it down up and then I'll put the next one on top of it. Now this is a set that I didn't get to play, unfortunately. Ooh, Human Knight. Ooh, Doc Orlock, Grizzled Genius. I just saw that being played in an episode of Elder Dragon Social Club with the Loading Ready Run crew. It's great for Graveyard and Exile cards. It was being played in the actually Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-built deck that is blue, green, black, I think. Scrupulous Contractor. Rambling Possum. A Possum Mount. I love that. Alright, and then we have One Last Job, which was a card that I saw a lot of fun use from Saffron Olive, otherwise known as Seth, over on... I can't think of their channel name. I'll probably link it when I post this up. But at least I thought it was from there. Maybe I'm misremembering. No, I'm pretty sure. Now I can't remember how it was used. But what we do have is Fomori Vault for a Mythic. And that is, I believe, from the other sheet of extra stuff in the set. I might have to look that up. I might do that before we move on. Hold on. Just realized that was not going to work very well because I don't have access to my keyboard with how this is set up. You know, the neat thing about not knowing some of these and what they're worth... Hey, why are you not focusing? There we go. Is I can be pleasantly surprised. And what I'm less pleasantly surprised about is how useless this Google search I did is turning out to be. Like, that's the card image gallery. That's not one. Here we go. All right, so that's the vault door and is the big score bonus sheet, which was originally intended to be a similar expansion like March of the Machine Aftermath, but people hated that, so they turned it into a bonus sheet. And then the other one... see here. All right, showcase set. The showcase set is the ones that look like, well, oh, hold on. Let's look at this for it's a land, add colorless, and 3-tap, discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest on the bottom. So, seems neat. I could definitely see where it'd be useful. I also picked up Prosperity, Heartless Pillage. 2 and a black. For sorcery, target opponent discards 2 card, and if I attack this turn, make a treasure token. Along with a foil Shoot the Sheriff. I thought I shot the deputy. And an elemental token that looks like a boar. So that's pretty. Set to the side those special cards. And we'll see if they're worth anything at the end. Hey, that one only took us 5 minutes. I'm going to get through all of these, though. I think I need to work a little faster. Mrs. Garden. Challenge Scheme. Armored Armadillo. Love it. Harrier Strix. Sterling Hound. Brimstone Roundup. Servant of the Stinger. Bovine Intervention. Oh, I just love that name. Our rare is Rakdos Joins Up. Legendary enchantment. 3 red and a black. And enters the battlefield. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever a legendary creature you control dies, Rakdos Joins Up deals damage equal to that creature's power to target opponent. Ooh, I want to make a deck around that. Then we got a Mythic in Double Down. Whenever you cast an outlaw spell, copy it. For 3 and a blue. And Buried in the Garden. 2 a green and a white. Enchant land. Never enters the battlefield. Exile target non-land permanent you don't control until it leaves. And you get an extra mana. Along with Shiny Reach for the Sky. A Full Art Plains. So that's not bad. I wonder if you're getting a showcase in every set? Or every booster? I kind of thought it'd be more like the From the Vault ones, you know, a bit random. Alright. Jailbreak Scheme. Armadillo. Ooh, Ambush Gigapede. Mirage Mesa, another desert. And you get to choose a color for it. Violent Cacophony. Hollow Marauder. Yeah, definitely going to work on the camera setup, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, and we have Obeka, Splitter of Seconds. 1 and a Grixis for Ogre Warlock that's 2/5, has Menace. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you get that many additional upkeep steps after this phase. Interesting. Along with Fractured Identity. 3, a blue and a white, exile target non-land permanent. Each player other than its controller creates a token that's a copy of it. That seems mean. And a shiny Longhorn Sharpshooter? I think so. It's not wanting to focus. Yeah, it's a Longhorn Sharpshooter. So, that's neat. My poor wife. She's letting me stream and dealing with the things the children are doing. And the children are in fine form. Very, very fine form. But yeah, I went to therapy for the first time today. That was interesting. Very gut-wrenching and draining. And that was on top of sending my son back to the hospital. Which, I mean, had a good outcome. You know, he ended up getting a therapy appointment of his own. He did not have to go inpatient. And hopefully we're getting things back on track. And a lot of other stuff happened. It was a long day. But, yeah. Bit draining, you know? And our rare for this pack is Ornery Tumblewag. I have seen that one used. And it is a neat card. And then our showcase is our prosperity card, because right, these are all prosperity post. I've been kind of a dingus in saying it. It's Essence Capture. 2 blue to counter target creature spell and put a +1/+1 on a creature you control. And a shiny Trained Arinx and an Abraded Bluffs. Ooh, and a sheep. It's a sheepy. Go ahead, count those so you can sleep. So I guess there is a showcase in every pack. I thought it'd be more at random, but I won't object. They're kind of cool looking. Hopefully I'll get some that I'll actually put into some of my decks. That'd be nice. Let's continue. Holy cow! I love it. I have a red-black Minotaur deck. I wish I could put that in it. But, you know, red-black, not red-black-white. Betrayal at the Vault. Annie joins up. Legendary enchantment. 1 in a Naya. When Annie joins up, enters the battlefield. It deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. I like it. If a triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. I love it. And then we got a Vault one again. Generous Plunderer. Menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a treasure token. Ooh, that goes well with the do as many upkeeps. When you do, target opponent creates a tapped treasure token. Less cool. Whenever it attacks, it deals damage to defending player equal to the number of artifacts they control. I mean, okay, I see why you're giving them tokens. Commandeer. 5 and 2 blue. Exile 2 blue cards from your hand rather than play the spell cost. Gain control of target non-creature spell. You may choose new targets for it. That could be quite nasty. A shiny Nazuma Link Breaker, and a Forlorn Flats, the black-white desert, as well as a treasure card. It's alright. Not bad. We've gotten 2 of the Vault cards. I don't know if they're really worth all that much since they were originally supposed to be an expansion and therefore, you know, not necessarily astonishing reprints or deal breakers all on their own. But hey, you know, I'm glad I'm getting them. Silver Deputy. So I guess I didn't shoot the Deputy. Sterling Supplier. Conduit Pylons. I see that pretty often. Scalestorm Summoner. Beastbone Outcaster. Rustler Rampage. Hellspur Brute. And ooh, a green-white in the form of Wily Duke, a teen hero. Doesn't look like a teen. 1 green and white for a 4/2 with vigilance, and when it becomes tapped, you gain life and draw a card. Huh. How do I tap it? Maybe there's some convoke creatures that I don't or haven't seen yet. Then we have Ride Down, red and a white for destroy target blocking creature. And creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat gain trample until end of turn. Nice. Ooh, we got 2, because we also got a shiny Savage Smash. 1 in a red and a green for target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and fights target creature you don't control. Well, there we go. That's a nifty one. Although I think with how they're changing attack rules and when blockers are declared and how do you assign damage and stuff, I'm not sure that one combat trick of destroying the blocker works quite as well. Oops, wasn't supposed to pull from that yet. Okay, folks, I need to take a little break here. I'll be right back in 5, 10, well, we'll see.